All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I want to give our honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Karkadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Bashem, Karkadash. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are apostle elders in great millstone, to you hope for the elect on the four corners of this planet Earth, and confusion of faith also that's coming in by faith and believing on the name of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. We're close to the end, close to going home. The last few moments on the shot clock for this man, which we know by the name of Esau, all right? But the world even calls him so-called white people or Caucasians or whatever you want to put that label, man. But you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth, you are the children of Israel, man. All right, so let's jump into this lesson. I'm just going to go ahead and play this. This is the title of this lesson is Esau's Windows Are Dark. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this. This is Glenn Beck. We all are familiar with Glenn Beck because I used to watch the Glenn Beck show. He was heavy into conspiracy theories. He actually touched on Issachar being of the descendants of the Israelites also too. I'll try to pull that tape up. But let's go ahead and play this because I want you to see Glenn Beck in his glory days. Okay, I want you to see the demeanor. Pay attention to his fire, his vigor. Pay attention to that. All right, this is what I want to point out on this video. And like it says, Lord willing, this is edifying. And let's go jump right into it. Shalom.
We're filled with conspiracy theories. It's all connected. These people down here are radicals. His rhetoric filled with controversy. This president has a deep-seated hatred for white people or the white culture. Even last night, his show was filled with visions of impending global doom. I believe we're heading into deep and treacherous waters. With these apocalyptic visions, he was losing advertisers and viewers. His ratings fallen 30% from last year. And as for the comics like Jon Stewart, who have filled hours of their shows attacking Beck, they might be losing a favorite target. I'm sorry, I promised myself that I would cry.
All right, let's go ahead and now let's jump into the main. Now this is Glenn Beck, July 26, 2020. All right, now pay attention to his demeanor and what he's saying, and just look at the just look at the demeanor and see Esau's not feeling like he used to, man. All right, but this is just how the Lord promised it, man. He's visiting this devil. All right, let's watch.
Target 60 miles away from here. And I'm like, oh, that's why you got Amazon. That's why you got Amazon. But it's there's something.
You see his look?
And it was.
Look at that look. That don't look confident. Don't look proud. That pride is still there because you know they're Edomites, but they don't know what much they're proud about.
Weird patch. I don't know if you felt this yet, but some of the people that I have been talking to, some of my neighbors, they really feel as though this is it. We've lost it. The nation is too far gone. And there was kind of this melancholy in some degree of this is not coming back. This is it.
Let's play that one more time.
Yeah, this melancholy we've
go back.
They really feel as though this is it. We've lost it. The nation is too far gone. And there was kind of this melancholy in some degree of...
Let's look up at the word melancholy. Let's go into that. The apostle went into that same word too, man. That's a spirit. All right, melancholy. All right. The word melancholy, the apostle went into that, and the spiritual that he's saying that same, because our life is melancholy, but Esau's, that's how he feels about it. He says what? A feeling of perceived sadness, typically with observed causes, with obvious causes. Having a feeling of melancholy, sad, pensive. And the apostle went into this word. Esau's feeling pensive, sadness. Sadness. His windows are darkened, man. the Lord is working a work in our day, man. He told us these things before he was going to do it. This is melancholy, depression of spirit. See that? Depression of spirit. Passive mood. All right, let's go down. Suggested expressions of sadness or depression of mind or spirit. They mind and they spirit is messed up. Look at him. You can see it on him, man. Look at this old Glenn. I mean, he's old in these videos. I don't want you to, he's an older man, younger guy in these videos than he is here, but you can see the look on his face, like it's there, man. The writing's on the wall. So let's play it again.
In some degree of this is not coming back. This is it. Yeah, I've heard that sentiment expressed as though this is it. The people that I have been talking to, some of my neighbors, they really feel as though this is it. We've lost it. Yeah. The nation is too far gone. And there was kind of this melancholy in some degree of this is not coming back. This is it. Yeah, I've heard that sentiment expressed quite a bit. And it's sad.
Among Edomites. They ain't talking about Jake here. Alright? This ain't no Jake or we hate Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans. Esau is expressing how he feels among his fellow Edomites. This is a conversation. They weren't looking for Jake to come in here and, talk shit. And this has 58,000, almost 60,000 views, man. All right, 4,000 likes to 36 dislikes. So a lot of the Edomites that watch this video are agreeing. It's more than the ones that these two are talking to. Look at the 4,000 that agree here, and who knows how many others didn't even hit the like button. Because he saw a pop. Some Edomites don't even know the like button is there. All right, but I'm telling you, this guy said what? He's heard it too. Same thing with Glenn Beck. So it's not up, man. Esau is telling on himself, man. He's not feeling good, man.
I'm trying to remain positive, but it's hard.
And Glenn Beck went into the thing about Native Americans being Israelites. Here, watch this. If this is the one, yep, right here. It wasn't a coincidence. The Lord.
30 days, I could not believe my book.
Salaki, let me close that down. All right. So look, Glenn Beck went into
the Newark earthworks. He was digging into a mound near those earthworks, and he found a wooden coffin made of oak. They opened up the coffin and found a skeleton of a man holding a little.
See this box, Hebrew.
Found some rabbis living in the area, and the rabbis looked at that, and they could read it. They said it was an old kind of block Hebrew,
Paleo Hebrew
edition of the Ten Commandments. Now, this is another piece. Block Hebrew. They said they'd never seen anything like it. Mainstream archaeologists at the time called this a hoax. But then in 1900, or just about after.
So you brothers can watch it for the sake of time. Let's go into these. Let's finish this video.
It's hard with this kind of insanity going on every day. I mean, we talked about 5 or 6 things just this morning that a month ago you couldn't imagine. And look how often that happens now. Stuff that you just couldn't believe would happen happens every day, multiple times a day. I was talking to a friend of mine. He's an architect. And he works at a big architectural firm. And he said, they had this global conference call a couple weeks ago. And they were all called in, and they said, these CEOs who God only knows how much money they're making. They bring in some guy to.
All right, let's dive into the scripture. And then we're going to close on out. The point is hit. Esau feeling the pinch because these are the curses spoken of in Deuteronomy 30, the 30th chapter that would fall upon our enemies, man. Okay? The Lord wasn't playing with Esau, man. Yeah, Esau thought he could. He was on some kind of level, man. Man. He's been put into a trick bag, that the worst trick bag, the most one-sided trick bag I've ever created, man. Everything he's done is for his own downfall. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 3. It says, "In that day when the keepers of the house shall tremble." Who's the keepers of the house? Esau. Esau's the keeper of the house right now. Okay. What is the word keeper? Shamar. All right. Let's go into that word shamar. It says what? To keep guard, observe, give heed, keep watch, keep charge, keep guard, watch. And he's one of those. He's one of those. He's one of the prophets of Esau. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put that word prophet on him, but he's a high ranking mogul to Esau. Like Esau looks after this guy because he speaks for them. All right, so he's not just a lower. He's an observer. He's a watcher. All right, because they look to him to get information and different things like that. Right. So let's read it again. All right, Shamar. Right. Read it again. It says in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. What is that? Fear. You seeing them fear right now? That's Zawan. All right. The word there is Zawan, if I'm not mistaken. Zawan. All right, which means tremble, quiver, quake, be in terror, tremble, quake. They know what's coming in. Shake violently, cause to tremble. So he's not feeling too good, man. And the main Edomites up top, they know what's going on. They ain't feeling well at all because they know the end result. Glenn Beck thinks America might go through a tough time. He don't know the fullness, man. All right. So read it again. In that day when the keepers of the house shall tremble and the strong men shall bow themselves and the grinders cease, low jobs, and you see it now with this pandemic because they are few, and those that look out the windows, he's a looker. He's one of Esau's lookers, man. He's a low-level looker. I mean, actually, he's a mid-level because he had some clout, but they took him down because I believe because he went in this Native American stone. You know what I'm saying? Because this is tying the Native Americans with the Israelites. He unknowingly they let this slip. They let this slip out. You know, he had to pay for this because this deals directly with the so-called Jews. And once you get into that and you start doing things like that, hey, they pay attention. So this slipped by them, but the mistake that he gets or the punishment he got was the show was canceled. They couldn't throw him out instantly because a lot of Edomites followed this guy, so they had to work him out of there. And they couldn't kill him because he's still a benefit to them. He just messed up. All right. This leaked out. I don't know why it leaked out, but it leaked out through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. But we knew of this stone. You know, we knew of these things. All right. So let's go back into the precept. And it says, and in that day when the keepers of the house shall tremble and the strong men shall bow themselves and the grinders cease because they are low, and those that look out the windows be darkened. All right. The windows, let's look at that word windows, is arabah, if I'm pronouncing that right. And it says, let's play it.
Strong's H699. Arubah.
It says
Arubah.
Window. Slight. Let's see what the root. Yep. Lie, wait, ambush, lurk. Man, lie, wait. So the windows, they're looking out the windows and it be darkened. What is that word? Chashak.
Strong's H2821.
Chashak.
Hashach.
And it says to become dark, grow dim, be darkened, be black, be hidden, to grow dark, have a dark color, grow dim, to make dark, cause to be dark, hide counsel, obscure, confused. So Babylon, hey, he's feeling the confusion, man. He don't know what's going on. All right. And this is the Yahweh Shem Yahshua putting work on Esau, man. And this is just the beginning. Deuteronomy 30 told you. They're going to taste everything we taste in double. So they starting to realize it, man. They starting to realize it. It's not sweet. Let me pull this real quick. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus. It's Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha 19, or it's the book of Sirach 19 and 29 to 30. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance. When thou meetest him, a man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show that what he is. So, hey, look, you can tell Glenn ain't right. You can tell Glenn ain't feeling good, man. You can tell. But, you know, that's the part of that hardship that's falling on Esau, man. He thought he could, you know, do what he did and get away with it. Nah, man, there's a payment. There's a payment for everything you do. And especially these elites, their people are paying for it, man, while they live in decadence. But they're going to catch the worst hell because they're going to go first into slavery, man. Job 31 and 24. It says, if I have made gold my hope, or have said to find gold thou art my confidence. See, that's what Esau says. He trusts in riches and in his clout, where he's at. If I rejoice because my wealth was great and because mine hand had gotten much, that's what Esau says. It says, if I beheld the sun when it shined, or the moon walking in brightness, and my heart hath been secretly enticed, or my mouth hath kissed my hand, this also was an iniquity, to be punished by the judge. For I should have denied the Most High that is above. For I should have denied the Most High that is above, if I rejoice at the destruction of him that hated me. But the main point is what? Esau trusted in his riches. He trusted in that lifestyle, man. He didn't think he was gonna go down, man. He didn't think the what does it say? The cows would come home to roost, or the chickens. You know, I might have messed up that saying, but you brothers know what I'm talking about, man. The chickens are coming home to roost. All right, his stuff is coming back to him, and he's not liking it. This is Job 8, and let's jump right to 13. It says, so are the paths. Let's jump to 12. It says, whilst it is yet in his greenness, and not cut down, and wherewith before thou other herbs. So are the paths of all that forget the Most High, and the hypocrites whose hope shall perish. And that's Esau. His hope is done, man. Everything that he's done in the world is coming back to him 100 million fold, man. Because he's going to pay back what he's done and more. All right. It says, whose hope shall be cut off, and whose trust shall be a spider's web, entrapment. That means you trust in this place, you're going to be snared. All right. He shall lean upon his house, but it shall not stand. That's Glenn Beck leaning on his house. This house is the house of America, man. All right. Amerigo. All right. And it's not standing. Job told you that, man. Job is a heavy book. He shall lean upon his house, but it shall not stand. He shall hold it fast, but it shall not endure. He held on to that dream and that American lifestyle, and it ain't going to happen, man. So with that, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Shalom, Akim. Keep faith, keep fighting, keep pushing. Shalom.